What's your passive perception? At disadvantage because of darkness and distance and stuff. So your passive minus 5.
Perception is 13.
13. Okay. You can see, hunched down, just on the outside of the wall surrounding the crypt, someone is just crouching there. That's all the detail you get from that distance. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's gonna end my turn.
Okay, I'm gonna have your boy hop over and vault the wall. These guys continuing to rush out. Connor, you're hidden there, yes?
Yes, sir.
It's going to bring us to your turn. So at this point, you can see the 3 men are running towards where Gus just noisily climbed up and over this wall.
All right. I am flying now, so this is cool.
Flying where?
I am going to go... no. Let's do this how I was originally going to do it. Bonus action, I'm going to cast Lightning Arrow.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot said Lightning Arrow completely aimlessly, but just overarching this general vicinity. Let me draw it like this way.
Does Lightning Arrow actually illuminate things?
That's a good question.
Like, what I'm interested in is, does it actually say that the arrow gives off light? Or is this like a lightning damage effect?
It turns into a bolt of lightning.
I would definitely say you could see a bolt of lightning, yes.
Okay. Because the point is to create said distraction, and if a lightning bolt out of nowhere suddenly appears, I would hope that qualifies.
So
and that's what
you're just firing it off of over the roof of the house, like over the corner of the courtyard, or where are you firing it to?
Over the courtyard, probably over the house if you can actually get that far, since it is a longbow.
What's the range increment on the longbow? It's something ridiculous, like 300 feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Give me a. You know what? Roll some percentile dice.
I will.
Yeah, you will, because I told you to.
Because my character sheet. What are you doing? Thank you. Okay, percentile dice.
Mm-hmm.
Metal is 10s.
Sure it is, buddy.
You overshoot the house and kill some orphan with a lightning arrow.
That is 45.
Okay. Yeah, this arc of lightning tears up the sky over the house and disappears somewhere on the other side of the northern wall.
And since not making it effect to be stealthy anymore, Connor flies 60 feet straight south.
Okay. And, sorry, does that update some notes on my end? That's going to bring us to Alex, inside the room now.
Let's move so I'm flush with this door and peer out, invisibly out the doorway.
You can see, when you get right up on the doorway, just on the other side of it, is a man hunched down with his back to the wall. And he's got an armed but lowered crossbow. And he's peering intently, pretty much directly at you. Of course, he can't see you. And you can tell from this distance he's a half-elf. And he's listening very intently to the noises happening outside. It's just a lightning bolt. It's not like not a peal of thunder or anything, correct?
It is a lightning bolt.
Okay. So this guy doesn't know you're there, but well, you probably have a good chance of getting out of the room without him hearing you because you've got your magic boots.
Right.
And on the other side, behind him, is where you see he's got his lantern set on the ground.
And my speed's 25. That's all I'm going to get.
Okay. That's going to bring us to... okay. Lucius, this person... I mean, you see this lightning bolt arc up over the north side of the house, and whoever this shape on this side of the wall disappears back on the other side of this tree, and you see them running alongside to the entrance of the temple and then disappear inside.
Okay.
The boars... Gus, you jumped down to the other side of the wall. Is that correct?
Yeah, I also pulled the rope down with me. Since the two other guys are flying.
Okay.
Don't want them following me. Although it just occurs to me that maybe that's a bad idea because...
Lucius, you're what, about 10 feet up off the ground?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if I can bore you to death. I'm sorry, I already do bore you to death on a weekly basis, I'm sure.
Not at all.
Lucius does a... What's your to hit roll here, buddy? There it is. Does a 15 hit.
Yeah, 15 does hit.
Did you add your new armor?
Yeah. My
Okay.
armor's garbage.
Wow, that Alex got that for you.
I know, but my AC is still garbage because I have no dexterity.
I don't actually know how this is going to work. Granting you it's magical flight, so you have the hover property. Okay, I know how this is going to work. All right, let's just roll some damage first of all. $20 points of slashing damage as this boar bounds up the side of this hill and leaps at you, goring you with its tusk.
Oh, geez, I gotta make this concentration save, please.
Now, first you got to make a strength saving throw.
Well, for the damage, I have to make a concentration check to keep the spell.
Yeah, it's only 10 feet.
And I passed that.
Okay.
Strength saving throw of 8.
Of 8? So you were
Yeah.
knocked prone in midair,
Sure.
which since you have the hover property, you're immune to the prone effect. You can't be knocked prone in midair
Sure.
unless you're flying under your own power. The boar, however, crumples to the ground underneath you because it had to do a dive off this hill and lands in the ground underneath you. So from where its position is now, you're outside of its threat range.
Good.
The other boar gets up to the wall. It can't get up over the wall this turn. But Gus, you can hear the hoofbeats on the other side of this wall. And having seen the size of this boar as you are climbing up and over, you don't think it'll have any problem bounding up and over this wall and getting at you next turn. And that will bring us to Rallick.
Okay. So Rallick's going to stealthily get to the door. Does he have room? Well, I mean, I guess he could see over Alex.
But you get to y'all stand on the other side of the door and see what Alex is saying.
Yeah, that's what he's going to try to do.
Okay.
If he's got enough movement to get it. I can't. It's hard for me to tell in here.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's going to do it stealthily. Okay.
And that's it? Just go to the door?
Well, no, he's going to look out the door and see what he sees, and then I've got an action I'm going to do. Like, I don't know the guy's there yet, so I'm not going to. I got to.
Well, you definitely know now. Chances are good. Like, he can't see you. You're invisible, but you aren't being as silent as Alex is. You're a pretty silent person, but he's wearing actual magic silence boots.
So I can't roll a stealth check?
You can, but all I'm saying is there's a chance if you leave this room, this guy's going to be able to hear you leaving.
Oh, okay. I'm not planning on leaving the room. Sorry, I misunderstood. Okay. So what I'm going to do for my action is I'm going to make, let's see, this is like 5, 10, 15, 25. I can do it up to 30 feet. I want to make it sound like it's coming from one of these rooms right here, as long as that's within 30 feet.
What's the spell?
I'm going to use minor illusion and do the sound of glass breaking, like somebody broke into a window.
As long as it doesn't require line of sight, does it?
No,
just within range. Yeah, you can do that either direction up and down this hallway.
Yeah, I'm going to do it up and down, up this hallway, make it sound like somebody's breaking into one of the other rooms.
Okay. And I mean, you immediately catch the guy's attention, and it looks like he's going to run in the direction to investigate.
Okay, and that's my turn.
It's going to bring us to Gus.
Gus is going to apologize profusely to Scrappy, and then he's going to dash 60 feet. So hold on, up north to where Lucius is. So,
You can make it most of the way there if you dash all the way up.
and I'm going to just
That's
I'm
10
gonna-
squares.
yeah. What is that too far?
Well, no, because Lucius had flown, what, 50 feet last turn?
Something like
Yeah.
that, yeah.
We'll call that about 10 squares. You're just on,
Yeah.
you're just on opposite sides of the wall is all.
Right, and I'll yell at Lucius that I'll yell up to Lucius. I'm on the other side of the wall. I'm letting Lucius know that I'm here.
And after you yell that out, you hear one of the people on the inside of the wall call out, "He's on the other side of the wall!"
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Yep.
That's going to bring us to Lucius. Lucius, this creature is landed on the ground underneath you. You're out of the range of its tusk, but it could always circle back up to the hill and do another flying leap at you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and go up and over the wall, and I am going to dash back down towards Scrappy.
Fly back down towards Scrappy.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay a little ways back from Scrappy, so probably about that.
Okay. So 10
I'm gonna be
15 feet
again.
behind him.
I'm gonna be about 10 feet off the ground again.
All right. The guy inside here is leaving both of your threat ranges through the doorway.
For him.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what I say.
And he
Good
runs
for
down in
him.
front of this door and opens the door and disappears into the room.
Is that the room that the glass breaking sound was from?
Yeah, about 30 feet down the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's the same room.
Can I whisper to Alex at this point, or is that taking action?
Not unless it's your turn, you can't.
Okay.
Have my red men move up a little bit. It's going to bring us to Connor.
Gonna bring us to Connor, huh?
It does. All roads lead to Connor.
Such a beautiful distraction, and it just all went awry. Am I still flying, or did Lucius lose concentration?
As far as I know, you're still
No, I
fine.
kept it. No, I kept it.
Woo! All right. I think we'll have to talk about this spell after the session, Brick, because my reading of it is that I can shoot. Because I have 2 attacks, I can shoot 2 lightning bolts.
What spell?
Lightning arrow. But,
Usually, a spell that only works on the next attack will literally say next. Yeah, this says the next time you make a ranged weapon attack. So you cast the spell, and then the next ranged attack you make has the properties of lightning arrow, but your attack after that does not.
All right. Cool. That's fine with me.
Mhm.
That having been said, there's still a problem of the guards not running away.
I mean, they're running in the direction they saw people disappear up over the wall.
Yeah.
They're leaving the house, though.
Yeah. Yeah, let's continue to serve as a hey dipshits, you should be following me kind of distraction and fire a few arrows aimlessly this way.
Okay.
The guy you want's over here.
Just firing off to the north.
Yeah.
Roll some percentile.
Roll some percentile. $77.
Okay. So what are you actually doing on your turn? Just after that, you moving or just firing and that's it?
Firing and then running around the corner.
Running or
And,
flying?
Hovering.
Well, hovering counts as flying.
Okay, then flying, yeah. Vroom, vroom. Making
So
vroom
I guess
noises.
my question is if I am this guy looking up into the sky, am I seeing Connor flying up over the trees?
No.
You're okay. So you're lower than that.
Yeah.
You fired some arrows. And you hear the man call out in Elven that he's under fire. And then Connor flies away, and that's going to bring us to Alexander.
Let's move out into this hallway quietly.
You can see now that this door is open and there's light coming from that room.
Are any of the other doors open?
No, just the one you came out of and the one that the man just went into.
I'm gonna trust the magic of invisibility plus boots and stop like actively trying to sneak. If I can move my full speed, and I'm gonna try and slip this door open. I have to take an action to pick that lock, don't I?
Yeah. It's a Dex Thieves Tools.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. That's like a 32.
32.
Yeah.
It opens into what looks like a small workshop area. There's not actually a demonic, place sacrifice here sigil on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a little too much of a thing. But no, you see a cauldron in one corner of the room. A small table with what you recognize as some various alchemical goods on a far table. And then a much larger desk. The desk has a series of scrolls spread out over the top of it. And then several drawers going down one side.
Can I slip in here and close the door behind me?
Yeah.
Quietly? That's what I'll do. That's my turn.
That's going to bring us to purple. That's going to bring us to yellow. All right. Gus, the giant boar, comes bounding up over the wall. Scrappy, the giant boar, comes bounding up over the wall.
Scrappy's dodging.
We'll do Scrappy first. They can't get the benefit of their gore attack because they weren't charging this round. You can't charge up and over a wall. Scrappy, I have an 8 to hit.
Nope.
Gus, I have a 14 to hit.
Nope.
As these boars come jumping down from the wall and trying to tusk you, and Scrappy dances out of the way, and Gus just parries the tusk with his weapon, and that's going to bring us to Rallick.
Okay, I don't think I can use message because I don't know his exact location. I mean, I know his relative. I know he went out the door into the south.
I'll say you can. I mean, you know where he was going.
Okay. All right, I'm going to point and whisper into messages. The book was, and said, the room I'm in, the book was originally in that, and he can respond to me back. The book was originally in that cabinet. What are you wanting to check?
I'm just looking for it. I'm gonna check this room. Maybe you check another room.
Okay, I can't. I don't want to try to. I don't want to try to pop it open because I think it was magically locked, and we don't want to alert.
Message,
the
If you
guard in
find
here.
it, just let me know.
You can cast a spell and get a response. That's what you can do with message.
Okay. So you can't have a conversation. Gotcha.
Nope. Moving or
Okay,
standing.
so stealthily. That's what. I guess this is 10 foot of hall.
Probably 15 all the way across. Because remember, this map is not totally accurate.
That's right. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna actually sneak up to. I think this. Gonna actually sneak up to this door right here, but I don't think I'll have enough movement to enter into it.
You can sneak across the hallway. That's fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, that's going to bring us to Gus. Gus and his boar friend.
Anybody ready for some bacon? I think I would like some bacon. I'm gonna hit this boar with
Summon the fork.
No. What is wrong with you? That would be hilarious, though.
It would be.
So that is a 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Okay. All right. This is a booming blade. So this is 10 damage, magical, bludgeoning, and 1 thunder damage.
And at this point, I mean, the thunder damage is loud.
One of the interesting things about Booming Blade compared to absolutely every other thunder spell in existence is it does not specify like how far the sound can be heard from.
That's
Like,
true. The reason, actually, I don't know why it wouldn't, because usually that's important information. But
Right, I know. Yeah.
suffice it to say, any source of thunder damage is loud.
Right, I understand. Just making an observation.
It's not
And-
quiet blade.
Right. And Gus is going to.
Leave a start range?
Yep.
Oh.
Actually, no, I'm not, because these guys get that charge attack.
I already rolled. I just rolled.
Oh. Okay.
Where are you trying to move to?
Okay, fine. I'll just move.
You can't change your mind after I've made my attack roll.
Yeah, I'll just move 5 feet and stop here. So I'm just like,
I've got a 19 to hit you.
no.
As it tries to tusk you. Okay. Is that it for Gus?
That's that would have been the perfect time for a nat 20, but no, I think that's it for Gus.
Lucius, I mean, you heard the sound of the booming blade up to the north, and you're here with your own
Yeah.
boar friend.
Yep.
I think we're just kind of in operation make as much noise as possible away from the 2 people sneaking mode.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that's fine.
So what are you doing, Lucius?
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fire an Eldritch Blast, one at this boar. Wait, no, that's a bad idea. I'm not gonna throw one at that boar. I'm gonna throw 2 at this boar.
This boar's probably too far away to gore you next round.
Well, I'm worried about him trying to gore poor Gustavus. You know?
Want to F his hot B.
Don't feel bad. Don't worry about me. I'm wearing my anti-gore pants.
Well, okay then. I will hit
That's
one.
an
I will hit the...
inconvenient truth. I've heard one.
Anti-gore pants.
Lucius, save
All
us.
right.
Do something, please.
I'm firing an Eldritch Blast. First one, the one near Gustavus.
Okay.
You're looking at a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Gonna take 9 force damage and is pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
And then the one next to Scrappy, I'm going to fire one as well.
Is Scrappy short for something?
It's common for something. His name is actually Dunlarth, which is Deep Gnomus for trashy friend.
Okay.
Well, the opponent of Trashy Friend is going to be hit with an 18. Does an 18 hit?
18 does hit.
All right, he's going to get blasted back up against the fence for 13 force damage.
Give me an extra 1d6 for bludgeoning damage.
Sure. One bludgeoning damage.
Would you rather it be 0?
No,
Are you
No,
moving
it's
or
fine.
staying put?
I am going to start flying off in this direction.
Yeah, I would. Okay, that's going to bring us to the red guys.
And I really hope I don't die this turn.
We're going to get up atop the wall. Here, this one can get to the base of the wall. Lucius, you're actually too far away for these guys to fire at.
Oh, that's it's a pity. It's a super pity.
Sorry, I'm turning a gear over in my brain here. Gus, what's your passive perception at disadvantage?
8.
8. Okay. You see the 2 men get to the top of the wall. But when they see the metal monstrosity on the other side, they hop back down. And that's all the red guys you know about. That's going to bring us back to Connor.
So Connor, hearing the sounds of combat and thunder elsewhere, not from his lightning bolt, mutters and curses to himself, going, "What are they doing?" And I guess flies straight up 60 feet.
Okay.
Am I over the manor house, or do I still have a ways to go?
I mean, right now you're over the courtyard.
Okay.
I mean, the courtyard's directly underneath you is what I mean. If you want to fly up onto the roof of the place.
I do, yeah.
Okay. Well, that would be at least here.
All right, cool.
And I'm going to stop you here.
Oh,
'Cause
you
that
are you?
That triggers a ready action. Connor,
Hmm.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no, I'm good at those.
Are you?
So we know what that means. Oh no, that is an
That means
18.
you win.
Okay. I have to roll so many d6s.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
like ones. Wow. I'm so sad. 19 points of fire damage, which you can cut in half for passing the dex save.
Okay.
As a previously unseen combatant, as you fly up into her range of vision, looks up from behind this low stone wall and launches a streak of magic at you that explodes. It's not a fireball exactly. It's a hot, like super hot burst of steam that for a moment fills the air all around you, singes your eyes, makes them burn and boil. Gets into your nasal passages in your throat, and boy does it burn. Should have burned a lot more, but I rolled a lot of 1s and 3s and bad.
Where did she pop? She's
Right,
not,
she was hidden down here,
Okay.
and when she saw you coming up over the house, she launched a spell at you.
Okay.
Might still be fog of ward there.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Bloop.
Thank you.
So you can see her now.
Connor mad.
Connor, Angie.
Connor hasn't taken an attack action yet, has he?
No, he is not.
Yeah, no.
She
We're
is
gonna shoot
neither
her.
hidden nor does she have cover.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot her
I mean, she
With
would
my-
have cover, but you're up in the air.
with my awesome +2 longbow.
Only +2, huh?
Only +2. All right, first arrow.
Mhm.
Before we do that, yeah, no, let's go whole hog. Let's Slayer's Prey. Let's do that. All right, first attack is a it's a 15.
15, I do believe that hits. Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool. Get out of the bag, thank you.
Thank
That
goodness for that
is-
+2, huh?
What's that?
Thank goodness for that +2.
Yeah. It's so great. That is 13 piercing damage.
Okay. And what else you got?
Yeah. I got another arrow. Her name on it.
You don't know her name.
Yeah, I'm not Florian, so. That is a 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
For another 10 damage.
And she cries out in pain as she is bloodied. What else you got?
Just a little taunt of, I suggest you yield. I'll leave it at that.
In what language?
Well, let's start off with common.
Okay. It's going to bring us to Alexander.
Can I go through this room real quick and see if I can find anything, in particular the book, but anything else that might help?
Also, on this action,
Mhm.
I'll say you can search one of the locations in this room. There's the cauldron, there's the small table with alchemical goods on it, there's the surface of the desk with the unrolled scrolls, and then the desk has a few drawers going down the side of it.
Let's search the interior of the desk to start.
Which drawer?
How many are there?
3.
Third one.
Okay. It's not locked. And what's your... Make me an investigation check.
You got it.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm gonna go ahead and flash a genius that up to a 19.
Okay. Opening it up, and it looks like it might be just kind of a junk drawer. little broken trinkets and stuff in here, empty flask or two, corks, things of that nature. But looking at it, this is just a classic because this drawer has a false bottom. There's space for a fourth drawer in the front of this desk, and the third drawer looks deeper from the outside than it looks from the inside.
Mm-hmm. Can I? Is that my whole turn, or can I try and get into that false chamber?
Reaching in and knocking some of the trinkets and stuff out of the way, you find a spot to get your fingernails up underneath. And with a little work, you'll be able to pry this up. It's going to take more than a few seconds.
Sure. Scrappy is going to attack this guy.
Sure.
Scrappy hits an armor class of 24.
24 will hit.
For 11 force damage.
And that is the North Boar, who is now bloodied. Now, Scrappy, moving or staying put?
That's the end of Scrappy's turn.
All right, it's going to bring us to... She's going to have to move underneath you. You're flying up to the roof?
Yeah, that was the plan.
How high? Like, how high off the ground are you? Are you just... Was your plan to land on the roof?
Yeah, my plan was to land on the roof.
Okay, so you can't be higher than, like, 20 feet or so.
Yeah.
What level spells fly?
3rd.
But it got cast at what level? Because you're a warlock.
5th.
Okay, so she got to make a roll to get his ass on the floor.
Oh, so you didn't end up landing on the roof?
Now he's not there. He's still flying.
I'm not there yet, yeah.
Okay.
He got fireballed and then decided to turn around and shoot her. And you know what? I don't blame him.
Also, he did go up 60 feet before turning, then get smacked and then shot her.
So you're 60 feet up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's more fun for me. Lucius, I guess we need to know your... Oh, no, the DC's right here. I need a...
It's going to be DC 15, I think, right?
I don't think she made it, actually. No. Connor, you see her come down, begin casting a spell in your direction. Using a wand as your spell focus, and to no effect. Lucius's magic is just too strong.
Gasp.
And your fly spell does not end, and you do not fall to the ground.
That's good.
Meanwhile, other purples on the map.
Because subtlety and diplomacy are not in my lexicon.
Gus.
Yep.
How you doing, man?
I'm alright.
I have a nat 20, my friend.
Ugh.
And
Lucius.
this guy gets to move 20 feet.
Yeah.
Chasing you down.
Which is why, like, I didn't want to say anything, but Lucius ruined me on that.
What kind of pants are you wearing?
They were anti-gore until Lucius pushed the monster back out of, like, enough room.
You said you were fine.
Uh-huh.
I don't see how this is my problem.
That's what I remember hearing.
I knew this was gonna happen because Lucius pushed the
I did
monster
too.
back. Oh, you did it on purpose, you awful
To be
person.
fair, I did too. I knew it was going to happen to me. You said you were fine.
Connor,
So I
remember
was
when
like, okay, if he could take it.
remember when I blew up that fireball and I just rolled a bunch of ones and stuff?
Mhm.
Not this time. Ooh. 28 points of slashing damage as he goes directly through your gore-proof pants.
Oh, I need a refund. Like,
I need a strength
I was
saving throw.
promised. False
You have
advertising.
to get a recount on that one.
Strength
Yeah.
saving throw, my friend.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
that's fine. That's a
It's not what he wasn't apologizing to you.
26.
26? All right. Yeah, you are lifted up off the ground by this thing's tusks. It tears up part of your right leg. But you managed to keep your feet. You were not knocked prone.
Whoa, sorry. What the hell just happened?
Meanwhile, Mr. Scrappy, I've got an 8 to hit Scrappy.
Nope.
Tries to lock tusks with Scrappy, and Scrappy is just keeping his distance. And that's going to bring us back to Rallick, standing outside of the servants' quarters.
So this guy still hasn't left the room? Red guy up here?
No, you saw him go into that room, but he hasn't come out yet. But you now see light coming out of that room. Like somebody has struck a lantern or a torch or something in there.
Okay. So I'm going to How far can I get with moving stealth? How far can I get here moving stealthy? I'm having a hard time visualizing the 5-foot squares.
Your regular movement is 30. You can move 15 feet if you're trying to move without sound.
Well, what I'm getting at is where is the 15 feet?
Now we just have to kind of eyeball it. Like your little guy is 5 feet by 5 feet.
Okay.
Your little Poe man here.
Mm-hmm. So somewhere up about right here. About right.
Or about right here.
That looks right.
Yeah, about right here. Yeah.
If you go on the tool, click the line tool and click grid, it's about 1.1 for a square.
Okay, I can visualize it from here. I think knowing that. So yeah, I'm
What's
gonna
your passive
do that
perception?
and stop there.
What's your passive perception moving up the hallway?
Passive perception is a 17.
17. You're hearing whispers from inside of the room. Two people whispering to each other in Elven. And one of the voices you don't recognize, but the other you recognize as Kinzeros, having conversed with him on a number of occasions previously.
Can I make out what they're saying?
Not exactly what they're saying, no, because they're whispering to each other. You're hearing a lot of harsh S's and things. If you move directly up to the door, you might be able to overhear the conversation.
Okay.
They're probably whispering because they know there's invisible assholes running around inside their house.
Probably.
That's going to bring us to Gus with a big hole in his pants.
To mark this damage, let me do that real quick. Okay. Gus is going to... this boar took 2d8 from moving. I just remembered.
For Booming Blade?
So, from Booming Blade. Yeah, I so rarely get to do that. 6 points.
6 points. All right. All right, Gus, what are you doing?
I'm going to hit the boar with another Booming Blade. That is a 17 to hit.
Okay, Boomer.
What?
17 hits.
Okay. That is 13 magical bludgeoning and 3 thunder damage.
And
And
as the sound of the blade booms out, I mean, you're expecting to slaughter this boar and for its carcass to lay on the ground, but instead, as you end its life, it kind of just blinks out of existence. And what falls to the ground is just a small batch of feathers floating down to the grass.
huh.
That's a neat trick.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, somebody tells you Connor would not have liked to see that.
Uh-huh. Fey boars.
Fablers. Just dashing south? Or no, not dashing, but moving south?
Yeah, just moving south.
All right, it's going to bring us to Lucius.
All right. Okay. Let's. Could I angle it to where if I land both the shots of my Eldritch Blast, I put him right in melee range of Gustavus?
Yeah, you could do that.
Let's try for a trick shot.
Corner pocket. He called it.
Off the badger.
Nothing but net.
Oh my god! I rolled both of my attacks. They both rolled nat ones.
Oh wow.
That's what, 1 in 400?
Yeah, there's the 1 in 400 right there.
So
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear Bob complaining about that dice luck because doesn't get much worse than that.
If you roll double ones, you win.
They just
okay.
explode on the ground in front of the badger and in front of the boar. Lucius, moving or staying put?
I'm going to swing around and try and get a different angle on it.
Now, as you're flying further and further away, like you're actually flying towards another walled-off manor grounds.
That's fine.
So if you continue on in that direction, you're going to be over somebody else's property.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't plan to go that much farther out than this.
Are you going to rob them too?
Nah, not yet.
Hey, Lucius,
What?
0.25% of the time, it happens 100% of the time.
I know, right?
That's going to bring us to Connor.
Can I get up on the roof yet?
Yes. I mean, you have to
Cool.
fly down to the roof at this point because we're 60 feet in the air. Remember,
Oh.
it's only a one-story building.
Then yeah, Connor's gonna go on the roof and He says the woman will try this time in Sylvan to drop her wand, that no one has to die here today. But I'll do it.
She calls back and tells you that Kinzeros asked them not to throw away their lives, but that she considers ending a thief a valid risk. Are you
Well,
staying
then.
there at the edge of the roof, looking down over her?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have an action?
Yeah. Let's hit her. If she ain't gonna yield.
Okay. No, she sounds like she's not going to yield.
That is a 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, I didn't say I was gonna Slayer's Prey either, so that is a 11 damage.
Okay.
And yeah, now we'll do Slayer's Prey. Yay!
You have her pretty severely bloodied at this point.
Yeah,
Another shot like that, you're pretty sure she's not getting back up.
that is a 14 to hit.
14 will not hit.
Oh. Hey guys, I think I found her AC.
Moving or
Congratulations.
staying put.
Staying put.
Alex, you're going through the bottom drawer still?
Yeah.
Okay. Concealed in the bottom drawer is what you recognize as a lead lockbox.
Mm-hmm.
And you can sense magic roiling off of it. You can, as your action, attempt to detect what kind of magic it is. Or
But
you
as my
can
action, I cast Dispel Magic at level 3.
cast it at level 3. Go ahead and make a check.
That is a 17, but I'm going to add +5 to it. So
Okay.
23.
I don't think there are spell levels that high, but okay. You cast Dispel Magic, and whatever magics were over this lead box fade away.
Is the lead box large enough that I could just put the whole thing in the bag of holding?
It looks bulky and heavy, but it's not too big to fit inside your bag, no.
Box is going in the bag. That's my turn.
Okay? Underneath the box, after you pick it up and slip it into your bag,
Yep.
you see a small smattering of kind of just loose jewels. A nice pearl necklace. Some other miscellaneous valuable odds and ends.
We're here for the box.
Okay?
Can I use my movement to go back over to this door then?
Yeah, you sure can.
Quietly. Okay. And Scrappy's going to keep fighting at the spore. Scrappy hits an armor class of 12.
That'll hit, actually.
Get him, Scrap. For 6 force damage.
And that is the end of the second boar. When this boar dies, same thing as before. Instead of leaving its bloody carcass behind, a handful of feathers float to the ground. That means no bacon, Gus.
No.
Boo.
Oh, I didn't
Boo.
even think about that.
Boo.
That's a tragedy.
And suddenly, Gustavus's night is entirely ruined.
I found out my pants are not gore proof and there's no bacon.
Okay. I'm going to need Connor
That's me.
to make...
Hmm.
I think it's going to be a wisdom save, but I'm going to double check. I'm sorry, a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
All right. We can't spend blips to automatically pass, right? We can't
Spend-
use it to get a 20.
You can spend 4 blips to automatically pass.
Tempting.
You can do it after you roll, can't you?
Yeah, well, I mean, we might as well try, right? Yeah, let's spend the 4 blips. There's
Nothing
any
good.
other saving throw I would have been fine other than charisma.
So you're down
Nothing
to
good.
2 blips.
Nothing good comes from charisma saving throws.
See earlier, banishment.
So
That would have
she
been fun.
speaks a spell and levels her wand at you, defiantly refusing to drop it. And just with great malice, she speaks these words. She's bleeding. She's got arrows poking out of her. And you feel the magic start to take hold. You feel like heavy bonds grabbing around your legs and your torso and your arms. And for a moment you're like, well, okay, that was it. I had a good run. But the bonds don't take hold. You just kind of envision yourself staying put on this roof. Like in 10 seconds, if I'm still standing on this roof, I know I'm okay. And that's what happens. The magic fades away from you. And when she sees that, she ducks back around this tree so you don't friggin' shoot her again. I don't have any more boars. That's going to bring us to Rallick.
Okay. Are they still talking?
They're still whispering inside of this room.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. I should have enough to get. I'm gonna get as close as I can with it, which should put me about maybe like 5, 10, 15 right here.
Go ahead and make me you use your action to make an active perception check there.
Okay.
To hear what they're saying.
Let me zoom out a bit. Okay, that is gonna be a pretty good roll. That is 24.
Okay. The man you saw going into the room is whispering something with Keen Zeros. And what they're discussing is... I mean, it kind of surprises you. You're kind of expecting them to be like, oh, these guys are robbing us. This is unfortunate. What they're actually discussing with some urgency is whether or not you're here at the behest of the high priest, and if so, why this high priest is working with the king of Dunfoss. The man is trying to convince Keen Zeros to go out in force and collect up the intruders, and Keen Zeros is staying his hand because of this supposed connection between the high priest and the king of Dunfoss. That's going to bring us to Gus.
Let's see. Gus is going to... just whistle at Scrappy and tell him to come. I know he's not going to, but come on, Scrappy, let's go.
Isn't Scrappy in charge?
Hmm?
Isn't Scrappy in charge? You left him in
Yeah, I
charge?
left Scrappy in charge.
Okay. I'm just gonna go down the wall.
Heading down the wall? Okay.
Yep. I think we're
That's gonna
past
bring
the
us
point where
to
it is...
Lucius. Lucius, you know that there are still men on the other side of the wall. They climbed up the wall, they got one look at Scrappy, and they hop back down inside.
I know Connor went back down toward the south, so Lucius is going to go fly in that direction to check on him.
Above or below the plane of the wall?
Below the plane of the wall.
Okay. And you're dashing to double move?
Yeah.
Okay, let me make some notes about red guys, and then we are on to Connor. So you know where this woman is, but you don't have line of sight to her. You can't. She's got full cover from you.
Go down then.
Okay, and you see her hunched down behind the trunk of this tree. What's next? Yeah?
I'm thinking.
Are you?
Yeah. How angry is Connor? I think he's really mad. right. I got one more lightning bolt or lightning arrow in me.
Wow. Okay.
So I'll cast lightning arrow as a bonus action. I'm going to aim it right at her. That is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit. Can you do less than 4 damage?
I roll 4d8 lightning.
Well, then, I think this counts as an execution. She just grunts and falls over backwards, and his electricity arcs up and down her body.
You're somewhere across the wall. Gus goes, I hope nobody's committed murder during this.
Is that it for Connor?
How many feet up was the roof? I never got a clear answer.
About 20 feet.
Like 20 feet,
Yeah.
and he's got 40 feet remaining, so he's got to... He's booking it.
Out the wall?
Yeah.
Gonna bring us to Alexander, Mr. Invisible.
Very. Oh, sorry. Kind of annoyed that I haven't gotten another message to let him know that I've got the thing, so we should leave. Let's go ahead, and I'm not going to make, I'll just move at my normal speed, trust the boots, and open this door and leave it open,
Okay.
and out this window.
Hey, Rallick, you saw the door open behind you, as though an invisible person had.
And I can dash. Do I see anyone in the immediate area?
No, but you see light streaming from the temple.
Let's go ahead and dash then to here.
Okay, that's gonna bring us to Scrappy. Who's in charge, last I heard?
Scrappy's going to follow Gus.
Okay. And I guess the only one left inside is Rallick.
Okay. If when he sees the door open, so Alexander does understand that he's got that unless Alexander can tell him he's got the book, Rallick's got no way of knowing he's got the book. So
You're the one that
he's
can cast message, so.
Yeah, but I can't. It wasn't my turn, so I'm going to trust that he's got it because I don't think he would leave without it.
Okay.
So I'm going to. I'm not going to dash. How much distance is that?
We'll figure about probably 40 feet to the door that was opened.
Okay, so I'm not gonna overly. Yeah, I better still do the stealth just to be on the safe side. So move to right there.
Okay. Now you can still, because you're a rogue. Remember, you have your cunning action as well.
Yeah, you can
Yeah, but
kinda-
dash I can't do stealthily, right?
Sure can. There's no
Okay,
reason
well if
you
that's
can't.
the case, then yeah, I'll do another 15 and get to the door.
You can hide and dash in the same round. All dash
Okay.
does is it adds your movement again. So you get 15
Gotcha.
from your normal
Okay,
movement.
so I think I can get right to the door, but I can't get any further.
And when you get there, you see the window on the other side.
Right.
Is it your intention to leave this house now?
Yeah, I'm gonna trust Alex, because I don't think because that's the.
And is it anybody else heading back into the wall?
No.
Connor, are you going to keep murdering people?
Tempting, but no.
Where are you all rendezvousing after the caper is now concluded?
Not Mad Metals?
Let's rendezvous at the scrapyard from that alchemist who left town.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Definitely committed murder there.
Wait. Really? In the
So you have-
scrapyard?
No, he's talking about the doll.
Oh.
Are you implying that you did not murder the innocent doll who did nothing wrong?
I thought
Yeah.
the doll it was that loved you unconditionally.
She did, and she did nothing wrong.
Did she have a soul?
What is your guys? Are you guys leaving town tonight? Was that the plan?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Are you
Yeah.
traveling back to Dunfoss by land or by sea?
How did we get here?
You
I think
guys
it was mostly by
sailed
land.
and then traveled inland. Rallick
for-
came here overland entirely.
Before we do anything, Rallick's gonna want a confirmation that we have the book because all I know is I saw Alex leave, and I'm assuming he has it.
Alex, you have a lead box,
Mhm.
and it's locked. And after you get the lock open, inside is the ledger that you recall seeing.
How funny would that have been if we didn't steal the damn ledger?
I thought he was totally going to have us not steal it. That's why I'm asking. Yeah.
That's
he
not
did-
funny, Connor.
Yeah,
Why
because
would
he
you say
didn't
that?
confirm it. So
Alex, why didn't you confirm it?
So before you leave town,
I was worried there'd be any number of traps on the box that I didn't disarm. It's safer to do it with you guys than there. Plus, it's in a lead box. Like, have you learned nothing about the way magic works? Things in lead boxes are always good.
It could have been his porn collection.
He's a classy guy. He's not into that kind of stuff. So the question is,
it's-
you've confirmed that you have the ledger. You're not staying in town after this point, is my
No.
question. Okay.
Yeah.
Leaving
Yeah,
immediately.
absolutely.
But are you leaving north along the road, which you would travel overland, or are you leaving west to the shore and then you're going to sail north to Dunfast?
That's how we got here.
I
Isn't
shouldn't
it?
think we should take a ship, especially if we can get
Yeah.
a ship that's technically under Dunfossian flags, because then we'll have the king's protection
Okay.
if they try and ride out faster than we do.
All right. So fun stuff that happened this session. Lucius gave his patron the middle finger.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Also, Gus is like, I'm glad we did that without anybody dying.
Alex
yeah, about that.
Gus would look at him and look at you and go, "What?"
Why did you
She
kill?
wouldn't yield.
You could
I
fly,
tried.
just fly away.
Yeah, you could have just left.
Yeah.
She didn't singe your hair.
That's literally why you killed her.
I got
He's like, she forced me to take a bath. I hate baths.
I got gored by a boar and I didn't kill
And
anybody.
you killed the boar.
The boar wasn't alive.
You didn't know that.
What do you mean the boar wasn't alive?
Oh, it was fake bullshit.
Do you say that?
I go, it
Why don't
turned
you
into
guys
feathers.
start thinking about your blips? I'm going to go quiet for a few minutes. As I see we're already over time, so I'm going to try to add up some experience for you guys. Go ahead and talk about your blips. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yep. It was the most creative today.
Let's see. Creative. That would be Rallick for good use of minor illusion.
I'm okay with that.
Yep.
That's exactly
who
what the
drove
spell
party's
is.
goals the most today.
probably Alex for actually getting the book.
Yeah. For
Okay
for
with that.
finding the box.
Yeah, actually finding. I mean, even though he didn't confirm it, but and could have literally been stealing, his prized Playboy issue from 1963. But
Badass goes to Lucius.
What? Oh, for giving
Yeah.
my patron the middle finger?
Yes.
yeah, that's got to be it. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
because that's not gonna bite us all in
Well,
the
is
ass.
that badass or is that intangible?
No, that's badass.
Because I
his
kind of like
patron is-
badass. I kind of like the lightning execution as badass, but
That's not badass. We don't. Don't give positive reinforcement for that.
I kind of think that's pretty badass. So,
No, I agree.
yeah, I think intangible should be Lucius.
No, well, in that case, then we should give Lucius intangibles because his hands are no longer intangible.
That's the
No,
opposite of the way that
you've
works.
given him way too many for the hands.
You've
so,
tried that. I only accepted that once.
Yeah, you say that every session. So
This is the last time I'll be able to do it, though.
no, I say Lucius intangible for the middle finger, and then badass for the lightning execution. Would be.
Okay.
For no kill like overkill.
There is no such thing as overkill. There's no.
I gotta think about Connor's alignment again.
Mm.
I guess you do.
I can't imagine why.
Didn't you just change alignment?
No, it didn't change alignment.
But I think he's on.
but-
I think he was already on notice.
No, because here was my thinking, right? I added and achieving them is the most important thing, and that was absolutely going through Connor's mind when he executed her. I have to kill her because that is the most important thing. But that's definitely not a good act. So
That's
So I got to think about that. Man, he was so pissed. He actually replied to him and Sylvan like, "Oh, set off all its triggers.
Oh, I get to add that lead box to my equipment sheet.
Mm-hmm. Now you just have a lead box with the book, but
That's gonna be how Alex dies. Lead poisoning. He's gonna die at like whatever the midlife of a deep gnome is from lead
I'd already be
poisoning.
dead. I'd already be dead.
All right, who wants some experience points?
I do.
Sure.
For 2 water elemental myrmidons, and 2 fey bullshit boars, and 1 murdered conjurer. Everybody has 1,800 experience points for the combat.
That's Connor bringing home the bacon right there.
We established that we got no bacon, actually.
Yeah, there was no bacon.
Yeah, no bacon. No bacon happened. We are minus on bacon.
Unless there's bacon in the lead line box.
Is there?
No.
Oh,
No, there's not.
you get my hopes up and you dash them.
Who wants to make a case for some blips first?
I can go.
Lucius.
I have my alignment, lawful neutral. Take your place in society, work well for your fellow people, and take care of your own. For his part in the distraction plan, because there's absolutely no way he was sneaking into this building. So,
Fair enough.
granted, it was played a little bit by ear. Ideals, knowledge is paramount for all of this being and the purpose of getting this information in listed in this book. Like all of this nonsense was all for this book, and Lucius is down for that. And finally, my flaw, double or nothing for something I can't remember what exactly it was.
Can't give you a blip for something you don't remember.
It was for giving Mephistopheles the middle finger, the double deuces.
Oh, I'm sure that won't have any repercussions whatsoever.
None at all. None at all.
All right, who's next?
I can go.
Gustavus.
Okay, so I am going to make the case for my ideal. My companions are my support structure, and must do what I can to protect them from themselves. For calling for the retreat, and like, let's get out of here. Let's make this a running away thing, kind of thing. And also, and if that's not enough, you could make it for me arguing that you need to fix Lucius's hands before we'll give you the fork.
Why, I need to fix Lucius's hands?
The high priest.
Oh, okay.
You played the high priest, so it's you.
It was only the high priest because he gave Mephistopheles the finger.
Right.
Mephistopheles? I thought it was Asmodeus.
Nope, it's
Sure, it's
Mephistopheles.
Mephistopheles.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. And then the video. I'm not gonna go for my neutral good because even though I could probably say, well, yeah, I helped them clean up the mess I made. That's probably not good enough.
Who's next?
Alex can go.
Alex.
Got lawful neutral. Always be willing to take the law into your own hands, but no further. For trying to patch things up as best he could with Mad Metal.
Okay.
And I've got his flaw. I'm sure we can handle this for just telling Tom. Tom, get back down in the shop. We've got these.
Who's next?
I guess I can go. I've only got the one, and I'm going to do it for the alignment. I had something for ideals, but I can't remember what it was, so I can't do it. Lawful neutral. The laws and mores of man and beastkind are ephemeral and transitory. What matters in life is that one has a code and abides by it at all costs. It's the only way to truly make one's own way in the world. Against him advocating and trying to avoid violence at all costs, and though it didn't even come to that, he never attacked anybody because as far as he was concerned they were just unwitting pawns in the game, and we needed to get out of here all these guards, he just thought they were pawns of the king, in a game between the king and anything else. So he didn't feel right attacking them.
I think it's the most lawful neutral characters I've ever had in a party. At least Connor.
All right. Ideals. I must warn everyone of the very real dangers of Fae and Fiends and Fae and Undead and Fae and other monsters. For thinking immediately that Fae creatures stole his bow. And not believing Gus right away of no, it's Alex. This is how Alex shows his appreciation.
Wait. How sure are you that Alex is not a fake creature?
90,
No, it's he's pretty sure he's not.
Okay.
98%
I work with
sure.
a lot of cold iron.
Flaws, subtlety, and diplomacy are not in my lexicon for ruthlessly executing the magician, the caster.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about his alignment now, because you said when she casted what I assumed was a charm spell of some kind, that she did it with utter contempt and malice.
No, she was using banishment.
She was using banishment? Oh, I should have let that happen. That would have been hilarious. I assumed it was a charm spell.
Nope.
Alright.
Charm would have been a wisdom save. No, banishment's a charisma save.
God, where...
Yep.
They
Connor
had a contingency plan to attempt to banish one of you, and then use the fact that they had you imprisoned in this demi-plane as like a bartering chip to negotiate with the rest of you. It came to that. It's one of the reasons I thought it was really funny earlier when he banished that water elemental. I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna do this shit twice then.
But the contempt and malice thing, Connor felt the need to return it in kind, which is why he did it.
Okay.
And that is very much not a good act.
No.
Justifiable, maybe, but not good. So I got to think about his alignment a little bit.
What was the most creative solution to a problem this session?
Oh, they had given it to me for the use of minor illusion as a distraction.
Okay. And who furthered the party's goals? Who did the most to further the party's goals?
I decided that was Alex for actually getting the book, even though he had no idea it was the book.
Or getting a mimic shaped like the book.
I had a pretty good idea.
Right.
So I actually hid the book in 3 different places of the house.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was in 3 spots. Who was the most badass this session?
Was that
That was like Connor for his lightning murder.
overkill?
Overkill. No such thing as overkill.
And intangibles.
We gave that one to Lucius as soul.
Right. Yeah.
Lucius also has our straw poll for the week. So,
Oh wow.
we're level 10, yes? So
Yeah.
blips are worth 700. Alex, you have 6. You just earned 3. You're rolling those over. Connor, you have 2. You just earned 3. You want to come in next week with 5?
Yes, please.
All right. Gus, you had 6. You just earned 2. So you're rolling both of those over. Lucius, you had 4. You just earned 5. Would you like to come in next week with 6?
I have to do some math.
Okay. Rallick, you had 2 and you just earned 2. Would you like to come in next week with 4?
Yes.
All right. And we'll just wait for Lucius to math. To put all the numbers in a big
sorry.
hat and shake it up.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Never apologize for numbers.
I mean, I'm bad at numbers. So.
I like how on the way out, Alex and Rallick are blaming each other for not having message or whatever that was about, when really it was all Gus's fault. Just blame it on Gus. No, I made that observation because I think over the years, Lawful Neutral is probably the least popular alignment. If I would just take a poll of all players across all of the games I've ever been in, and now we have a party where like 3 people are Lawful Neutral in this group.
I'm actually gonna go into next session with 3 blips. I'm gonna cash those 5 in plus 1 to get me to the 11th level.
11th?
Or
Level?
10th level,
Nice.
rather.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, no, 10th level.
Blips are almost worth more next week. All right.
Sorry about that.
So next week we will probably arrive back in Dunfoss in time to turn in your book and do the magical games,
Yay!
which are due to happen in about 1 week in calendar time. All right. Thanks for playing, kids. That's it. I'll see everybody next Sunday.
Later.
Bye.